This program is intended for immature audiences.
Welcome to the Northern Union Vape Show. It is a Sunday night and it's time for a little bit of chatting. So who you got on tonight? You got myself, Benny Vapes. We've got the one and only Mr. Hanky Panky. We've got JP Gardner, Vape World, whatever. James World, I don't know fucking what he's called. He's changed it every week. Pornhub.
James is Pornhub,
yeah. We've also got Luke LPC, and we've got the one and only Mickey Love.
Mickey Love.
Judith.
I just
from
keep
the
turning
Late
up.
Night Vape Show. It does.
Keep turning up.
Unfortunately, he is quite good in comparison to who we had on last week of vaping with I can't know. Twisted 420. If you could, Mick, if you could just go, Mick has returned like that for us, that'd be fantastic.
I don't think I could do it justice, really.
Right. So if you are in chat, just pop out chat, and I'll pop out chat. If you're in chat, just have a look at top. If you're in twat chat, swap it to live chat. You'll keep up with everything we are doing. There you go. America. Right.
There's a bit of lag, isn't there, from here to there?
There's a load. Do you know there's a load of lag tonight on this? There's about fucking 3 hours.
Is it because I turned up?
No, mate, I think it's because if you suddenly see me going like this, it's because we've got Mint Festival that's about 3 miles away from me, and all I can hear is...
What's it called? Mint Festival?
Mint Festival,
And it's got poles and stuff like that?
No, I don't know why they call it Mint Festival. It's in someone's farmer's field. Up off it, just off at A1.
The Mint Festival.
Yeah,
are they using all your bandwidth?
I think it might be, mate. I think everybody's just trying to get on internet so they can drown the noise out. Because, like I say, it's probably about 4 mile, maybe 5 mile away from me, and that's all I can hear is. So yeah, it's extremely loud. So yeah, if you do suddenly see me dancing, that's why. If something good comes on, you might start busting some move.
Like danger, high voltage.
Yes, danger.
You're gonna start doing your drum and bass.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So what we'll do is we will get Mr. Hanky just to run through chat, if you would, right quickly, please.
I shall. Or shall we get JP to do it? No, Luke to do it today. Luke,
whichever.
I did it last week.
Who did it last week? I did it last week. Don't start.
JP.
JP?
Hey, I can't read.
Right, here we go then. Jack Stephen.
It's from Hull. He can't do a lot of things.
All right, good evening, Jack Stephen's son. I hope you're well. He is a real son. Andy Carruthers, good evening. Craig, I know you were here earlier. Show me them eyes. Aye. We got Kenny. Big Ken, the other half of the Scottish duo.
Big Ken.
Genson.
Jack Mafia.
Big bad Ken. And we've got the Late Night Vape Show. He was in chat, but now he's here with us. Just appeared. Benny said, go and text Mickey Love, see if he wants to come in. I messaged him, Before I even sent it, he was here.
Telepathic, that's what it was.
Yeah, a bit
It just-
psychic. We got LPC Vapes, who's with us on the panel. We've got Metal Vape. Good evening, Metal Vape. Veep. I hope you're well. Mr. Intense. Love you, baby. And we've also got, who else have we got? Oh, Matt Pulley. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Mr. Intense going on about ABBA songs last night. Oh, that's what I was dreaming about. Hello, Mr. Ian Thomas, jerk. All right, jerky. How you doing, Ian? Hope you are very well. And thank you for joining us. We got Tetley. Good evening, Tetley. Welcome. Got the Vaping Snowman, always here on a Sunday. Good to see you, buddy, fella. And we have got quick, Net Reality Graham, the one and only who talks like this when he's pissed.
That's
Yeah, he
Graham
does, yeah.
54, that.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does he talk when he's pissed, Benny? Come on.
I love you. I love you, lot. I love you. I love this show.
Good evening, Graham.
I was Mick 55 last night.
Was it? It was more than 55 when I was there, you fucker.
I think even Graham got pissed off with it.
Right, hold up. We've got to do a happy birthday because it was Metal Vape's birthday yesterday. So happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Mr.
dear
Metal
Metal
Vape.
Vape. 90
Happy birthday
TV.
to you. Love you. Blow out your candles now.
Always
No,
make your
don't
name
blow
as long
that.
as possible. So
Don't blow that. Blow your fucking candles.
Paul,
And
it's-
Mr.
it's-
What up, Buzz?
Mr. Inch, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Rasper, good to see you on the start of the show
Rasper,
last night.
Yes.
And
We asked
Rasper puts-
Rasper any questions. He can't think on the spot. He's got to write them down, which he did last night. He thinks his brain just goes blank. But good evening, Rasper, and welcome.
You call him Simon?
Can you remember what Rasper's pet hate is?
Oh, shit. No.
They put it in room 101.
Oh,
It's
what was
calling people out who are actually on the casters in the chat. So,
Yeah.
good evening, JP Vapes.
Yeah, good evening, JP. Benny.
Good evening, LPC, without a spanner.
Yeah, everybody
So-
in chat, welcome.
Welcome, one and all. Thank you very much. Great show last week. Thank you for joining in. It was absolutely. If you haven't watched it, go over to the replay and watch it.
I watched it live.
Yeah, it was an interesting guy to have on, to be honest with you.
it was, yeah.
It wasn't an ass or out like that, which I thought
well.
he might have been. But no, it was very good. And we'll definitely get him on later on. Again.
Can I just
mixing show.
explain the title up here? It says the Northern Union Vape Show, but I feel left out, so I put with a bit of South.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
And
a
it's
northern
about-
thing.
Yeah, it's a Northern ting. What's
It's
that
a
all
northern
about, Benny?
Ting and ting. It's a
Ting.
northern ting. It's just a northern ting.
Ting,
I can
ting.
even hear it now, Benny. Bloody hell.
Yeah.
Close your window.
Ian, you all right, love?
Good evening, Ian above the clouds. Welcome.
So we're going to...
Get the baking powder out. Let's have a sniff.
Yeah.
Benny,
talk
before
about
we
that in a
start,
minute, but-
can we just get Mick to just run over this new juice that he's got through, please?
Hey, straight out from Dispergo. This is actually out on Tuesday. If you're a big fan of the old disposables and you like your
Mine's
juice
in
to
kitchen.
taste nice and strong, this is one for you. You can use Bill 20. Presumably you can use Benny.
BV20. No, it's BV20 for 20% off.
LPC 20.
I'd show mine if it's in kitchen. Wait a minute. You could wait a minute. You could have told me you were going to do this.
Just give them some support. The Dispergo really do look after the vaping community as a whole, and I think sometimes it'd be nice if people give stuff back because it's really easy to put X1 in chat, but to actually have a breeze through their massive portfolio of e-liquids with their flavour guarantee, with their satisfaction guarantee as well, it would be really nice if you could just give them a chance to sell you something instead of give you it.
Mine are 120ml bottles. I'm just sat right far away from the camera.
This one's Vicks.
Oh, dear.
So there you go. Yeah, they're 120ml bottles with 100ml premix in them.
Obviously, yeah, there is salts as well. There's 10 and 20 milligram salts, and they come out.
Sam Pollock's just put in where is the best place for one-shot concentrates. If you go over to flavorcraver.co.uk and you will find them there. There are 66 flavours on there.
Is there a discount code?
No, there isn't. No, but why we didn't do a discount code? Because it gives us away once a month. They can pick
Oh, there you go.
like 3 concentrates, so we don't do it.
we do
So
it.
flavour
Okay.
cravers, the 66 flavours, you can get some of your best flavours that was on the old chef site. If you want to go there. So 66, plenty to choose from.
What site?
It is flavourcraver.co.uk. Even in Mr. Hip Hop, hope you are well, my friend.
Hello, hip hop. Right, while everybody's
Hip-hop.
here, sorry to butt in, Benny, but if you all know, Benny always goes a little bit late, but he likes to run about 5 past 10 past 9, but that's where he's always been. But we've got to run through this every time before we go live. We've got to run through this. I'll put share sound on, but I won't play it all, Benny. But listen to this. This is what it's like backstage all the time. You ready?
If it's working or not. So don't suddenly think there's something on my channel I'm live, because I'm not. I'm just testing it out and just seeing if this works. So if
Can
you
you see
do
it,
catch
Benny?
it,
It looks good, doesn't he?
it's on my channel. So
All right.
there you go. Just wanted to know if it were working or not.
Yeah, I did that when I was.
And,
That was when I was young and slim.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, here we go. Look, I'm not playing it all.
Oh,
I just want to wait for him to say hello to
dear,
someone.
This is so funny. I'll have to check. I
Yeah.
don't even know. How do I check? I'll have a look on my phone, see if I'm live.
We've
Here we
all got
go.
a video like that.
I've got a better video like that that's only certain people have seen.
Checking.
Oh,
Just
that's
checking.
the Peacock.
Then he says hello to. Here he goes.
Mm-mm.
Who'd you say hello to, Benny?
I'm guessing it being a
hello,
public
JP.
house, is it? Oh,
JP.
Oh, yeah, there you
I'm
go.
checking to make sure it's working.
And then afterwards, he says,
Here
here he goes. He's checking on his phone again. And he says,
Here we go. Oh, I'm live.
"Sorry, Benny, I've got something silly, so I put that up."
You've been a tech star ever since you started.
I was slimish, Mr. Intense. I'll tell you what, right? I've got a better video than that some people have seen and some people haven't.
Send it.
No. That's
The first evening of OBS
Yes.
was an absolute classic.
yeah, Mick, you've seen it, haven't you?
Yeah,
I've
you're
also
up
got one.
for a laugh.
I've also got one where he started a review and forgot to click out the fact that he did a massive burp before he started it.
And also, Graham's in chat, isn't he?
Yes.
Right, Graham is in chat, and I've got a quick 5-second one to put on with you and him. And I've also always wondered what is behind. There it is. What is behind Graham's bookmarks? Can you remember this one?
That was when he was young and
Graham, are
attractive.
you gonna bob ELR up?
Yeah.
I think somebody should show somebody else should go through the ELR because I'm finding it trouble talking.
All right.
And also, I don't want anybody to see me bookmarks.
Ooh,
Look at his eyebrows go up.
yeah.
Do you know,
I've seen
right?
Graham's
Do
bookmarks.
you know, yeah. Do you know, true fact, if you find one of them, he's actually got a bookmark on there. If you look on the bookmarks, and he told me this, it does say Pornhub. And he says, have a look for it. He did it on purpose,
Yeah,
so
he did
people
it on
would
purpose,
say,
yeah.
he did it on purpose. One of them says Pornhub.
There was one that I can't remember whose show he was on, but he had 5 or 6 and it was all weird shit at the top.
yeah.
And if anybody what was, because I always do it, I wonder what he's been looking at. And I'd have seen it, like, but I can't remember what they were. They were really, really funny.
Yeah, they were like porno, like deep dark web thing. He'd put them all on these tabs.
It's just a couple of laughs before the show starts. So
You got too much time on your hands, Hanky.
Yeah,
I haven't. I've done them before the live.
So I'm thinking, yeah, all right, mate.
Bobby.
Right.
I
So
did.
what we'll do is we'll do a quick buffet. We'll start with Hanky.
Right. I am on my trusty all the time. Doppos. Absolutely love them. That one. Another one. They're always with me. I need some more screws at the bottom. It's going a bit loose. I am on my stubbies. Sorry. I was trying to think. Stubbies. Get it out. You usually help people, Benny. Come on. Right. I'm on 2 stubbies.
And we're
there.
checking.
We can't
straight
see it.
in, then you-
You can't see it, to be honest.
There you go. That better?
Yes.
That's from Paul Hinchliffe, and that one's from Nick. Absolutely love it, love it, love it. And I'm also on my board side.
Nice.
I'm on my board side tonight, and I am on some of the jacked up pineapple and lemon and the blue raspberry. These guys, if I can get closer, these guys are out on Tuesdays, Mick would say.
Yeah.
Guaranteed to taste them, and they are on the back of your hand. But when you vape them on a pod or something, or the salts, like Mick said, they are absolutely on point.
Mm.
And I'm also on the last few of my
Oh,
Popper
end of an
coils.
era.
Yeah, I've got my last thing there. I think the website's closed. Is it Friday it closes or something? But I think it's still
There's
available.
fuck all
for
left
Waffle.
because I looked. There's fuck all left because
Oh,
all
is
you
it-
bastards have bought everything.
There's
all the
nothing
shit
left.
coil. Well, there is. There's all shit coils that no one wants.
They're
Well, you
into
were
the
too
shit
slow.
coils. It never did a shit coil. So how can you say that?
No, not like that.
You mean
There's
borough
ones that-
ones? You mean borough
yes,
ones?
Yes, yeah. Not shit as in made shit. I mean shit that no one wants that they're not going to use. You know what I mean? Didn't mean
I
like
also want
shit
some-
coils.
Some of the naughty juice RY4, not because Ian above the clouds is in here and I'm
I like
creeping. I always use that away from Julie because she doesn't like the smell of it coming out the other end.
Same here.
Not out the other end, but out of my
What's
mouth.
that? What's that you're vaping? Would you mind not doing? All right.
And I'm on some of my Pepsi, and that's what I'm on tonight. And I am going to pass it over to the one and only, the best looking one on the show. I'm going to pass it over to Benny for a change.
Cheers, mate.
Sorry, Luke,
So-
your eyes lit
I was
up. but
thinking Luke.
it's-
Yeah, I was thinking Luke.
Yeah.
Go on,
His
Benny.
face went. So I'm on the box with the cubics inside, and on some of that, I have also got some Naughty Juice RY4. Do go over new BV20 for 20% off. Does help us out. So Naughty Juice RY4. Also on the Gua with the trilogy. I think it is, isn't it? It's a trilogy. Yeah.
Because you
it's a
fried your
trilogy.
bloody arbiter, haven't you?
Yes, I have fried my arbiter, but I haven't tried chopping the insulator off yet. And what
Try
I
it.
am vaping on is something I made myself.
Ooh, what is
Which is
it?
quite nice.
Never.
It is, right? I did it as a few strawberries with a blackcurrant, some lemonade in it, and some WS23 and a bit of sweetener.
25
And-
strawberries or 26? No.
No, four.
27.
Four.
But it's
Four.
turned
Four.
out like a
Sounds-
blue raspberry slushy.
Sounds like
Go
a posh
figure.
vape shoe that you nicked. That.
Yes, it's nice though. It is nice. I've got to say, it's one of the better ones that I've. It's very much like a pod flavour, which I was looking for. So I quite like that one. I did it the other night. and I
That's the
thought,
same with
"Oh,
these.
mix it up."
Very
Yeah.
much like a pod flavour.
So I did that, and it's quite nice. As you can see, I did a 60ml bottle, and I've done that in 2 days.
It's amazing, isn't it? When you get one what you like,
Yeah.
you just vape it and vape it and vape it.
Yeah, yeah. So that is me. That is me. Right, I will pass it on to Mickey Love.
Oh, thanks. Not much really, because I haven't been wicking up today, but little vapor. So is it the Cross Nano? This I can never remember what anything's called. I'm old
Yeah.
and that.
Yeah.
With a they sent a load of coils out for not review but to present basically. This is the 0.1, and it's a cracking vape to be honest. I had a 0.7. I've run out of them, but this 0.1's absolutely lovely. And just like HANKY, this one is the mango, pineapple, orange. Obviously, the new one from Dispergo, and it's good, really strong flavour, perfect for low wattage in that pod. And then the other one from Vapresso, the Lux,
Oh, yeah.
and I've got the I can't remember this actually vapes at 55 watts. I can't remember what coils in it to be honest. But I didn't realise you could get coils that strong, so I bought some from the vape shop before I went away. And this is a sub-ohm vape in a pod. It's 8. And in that, I've got some
Wow.
of the Spurgos. Bought it myself. It came out for review, and then I bought another 2 bottles for myself. And it's their Green Energy, which is the best energy drink liquid I've ever tried. I'll be honest. Normally, they'll tell you it tastes like one, and you think it might do, but that's all. But this just tastes like a monster or something like that. It's absolutely lovely. And that's all I've got, really, to be honest. So let's hand that over to the best looking man on the panel, JP.
That's, I'm on the Bishop RD,
Luke.
RTA on the box mix. It's the mix.
The Spy Mix, is it?
Yeah.
Is it a Spy Mix?
In that I have got
Is it a ballroom mix?
ready stay. So, and that's it. And I'll pass it over to LPC.
Before LPC goes, I just want to share this one screen with everybody. You should be able to hear this. Luke, when he's always late, this is what Luke's always doing, if you can hear it.
Hey there, YouTube. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Sorry I was a bit late. I forgot to go live. I was actually just talking to myself for 10 minutes. Then.
We're talking to himself, but I don't know where his hands were at the time. But Luke, good evening to you, sir. Talk to
Right.
yourself.
I am on the Small 11 pod kit. It's a bit battered. I've been using it for work.
11.
11, yeah, with some right
7.
spot there, and that's Rich Black. Cthulhu hashtag, I think it's pronounced.
Star.
Spire mix.
Sounds very posh.
Menthol.
Was it a Blumpkin bargain?
Another little pod here. It's the Motti X Go, and I have got some Nevermore in that. That's my lot.
I love that. I love that Nevermore. It's good, isn't it?
Brilliant stuff. Love it.
Nice and strong.
Wow.
Lovely. Nice
Very
people
good.
and all. No discount
Yeah.
code. Sorry.
No, they're not at Expo this year, are they?
No.
No.
They're
There's
not.
quite a few people are not at Expo this year. Someone was saying last night that Death Wish mod's not going, are they?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're not. They, I don't know. One more thing, Benny. I won't hold the show up anymore. I'm just going to show us one picture. I wonder what JP looked like with no beard. There he is.
Look at that. It looks 12.
And then I put on Facebook. My dad always said, if you don't succeed at first, try and try again. I tried this back in September 2020. My modelling career, it didn't even lift off the ground. I tried it again the other day. It still don't even fucking lift. But
It's working for me.
If I knew Mickey Love was coming on, I would have picked something for him. But
That's why I didn't tell you.
there you go. Go on, take the show away, Benny. Much love to you all.
Well, apparently we have to tell everybody what section. So what we've got coming up tonight is we've got the bargains, as normal. We've got a little bit of a chinwag. We've also got the start of, I will show you what it's going to be about. It's Tribe of Half which is paying homage to the Ideal Home Show so I've nicked it off of them. They used to do it, and I used to find it quite fun. It's things that remind you of vaping, but not really vaping at all. So that will be. I've took a couple of pictures so you can sort of get the idea. And then next thing you say is we'll start off with how everybody's week's been. Benny, how was your week? Well, Benny,
Talk to yourself.
I think everybody knows how my week's been. Fuck that. I'm not doing that again.
I love you, Simon. Oh, yeah. So, yes. So, you had all good work. Well, obviously, we know what's going on with you, so we'll skip over that bit. Everybody else been okay?
And I had a nice flight home. That was all right. I got sat next to the most interesting woman in the world. Obviously, we didn't get on this flight because, and I got sat next to this woman. She was absolutely fantastic. She was so lovely. It was unbelievable. And it was one of them where you're like, oh, we're landing.
Other than that, well, did you have a nice time while you was there anyway?
It was one of them. It was one of them. It was, obviously she went very well. And I was sat there thinking I'd rather be at home. I kept saying to my wife every day, shall we go home? Shall we go home? Shall we go home? And then
it's hard. It is hard, isn't it? It is hard.
Shout out to Ryanair, though. I tell you what, I booked a flight at 12 o'clock dinner time and got on it in the evening. You know what I mean?
Really?
2 seats.
Them.
But we ended up getting, obviously, 3 and 3, and we ended up, my wife sat next to the window, me sat at the aisle, this poor woman in the middle.
In the middle,
And so I said, when we got on the thing, I said, would you like to, obviously you sat in the middle, would you care to sit near the window or near the aisle? She said, well, I'd love to sit near the aisle, thank you very much. She said, are you two together? I said, yeah, only like 40 odd years.
Yeah.
Then I thought, well, she was really nice. So I offered to buy her a cup of tea. And then we started chatting then from that point, and then just went on and on and on. She's lovely. She's a property developer from Nottingham somewhere. She's lovely.
Right. It makes it easier, doesn't it, when you've got someone to talk to?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If they're not being sort of totally ignorant of you.
Well, that's right. Because I thought she might be for a start, but she wasn't at all.
I think that's sort of the worst bit of being on an airplane. When we were coming back from Benidorm, they'd obviously not booked the seats and gone on first, and they all sit together, and someone's like, you sat in my seat. Oh, well, we've got, can you have ours? I've got 3 kids. Well, you should have booked your fucking seats first.
Yeah, that's right,
Do you know what I mean? Fuck them.
Fuck off.
Yeah, no, he did. Fair play to him. There's a couple of them. No, we've booked our seats. They're our seats.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You obviously haven't pre-booked yours. Fucking pre-book them if you want to all sit together.
Well, technically,
just because you've got to pay $5 a fucking extra or whatever.
I paid £20. £20 per person.
Yeah.
Technically, you're supposed to be sat in that seat for obviously because you're allotted that seat. So if something were to go on, the person, if they couldn't see what you look like, if it crashed or something, they would know who was sat in that seat.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. You're not supposed to move.
True, yeah. True that.
Looks bloody nice, that villa, though.
It did look nice.
It was
It
Craig,
did look very
Craig
nice.
and Kenny's. It was Craig and Kenny's.
It
That.
was.
And I don't know if you noticed, Mark Fagan used to own it before because that was the thing in the pool. It was VF, Vaping Fagan.
Oh.
So they bought it off him when they first got the YouTube's money in. And they were kind enough to lend it to me. Which was really good. It's actually 3-bedroom, that, Billy.
Nice.
Curtis Hogard. Welcome.
He works with me, Curtis. He's pops on.
Curtis.
All right.
I see Swamp Things on. I hope I'm in well in chat as well. I'm like Benny. I'm looking at Benny saying this, and all my words are coming out. I hope everybody is well, and I'm ready for a good start of work next week. Paul Hinchliffe says, "Fuck work."
Oh yeah.
Swamp Thing says, "Hanky, I'm on holiday this week." But tonight, guys, if through that the chat, I'm going to put some links in for other people's YouTube channels, and it would be kindly appreciated if you go and have a look or follow him or whatever you. But pass it back
Benny
to the host.
Vapes. Can you follow him?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, who wants to follow him? I love it. I love him.
I did see a little song that were like, it's like, which were on Twitter that came up with, I think it's off of TikTok and that lot. It's a country singer going, fuck work, you can fuck off, you can fuck off, you can. It's really good if you've seen it. It's quite a good one. My boss can fuck off. The receptionist, Lynn, you can fuck off. And I'm like, well, fair enough.
I like that Indian guy. Have you seen that Indian guy on TikTok?
The one that does when they're doing something and then comes on, he goes, "What you doing? What you doing?"
Oh no, the other one.
All right.
He sits there and he's going, "Fuck this and fuck that," and fuck everybody.
I've seen that one where they see a coloured guy that comes on and he's like, they're doing something and they go, "What the fuck? What are you doing? Go take it to the shop, you fucker." Apparently, England doesn't have a kidney bank. We just have a Liverpool.
Luke, how was your week?
Hey.
Luke.
How was your week of being an international YouTube star and good-looking model?
Oh yeah, I've been all right. Hey, just swap my fingers a bit better.
Let's have a look. You got your bandage on still?
Now?
Oh, nice.
It's still there. You can see it on the tip.
Yeah, just the tip.
But it's turned part of my finger, so it's got like a second head. It's just like a skin tag.
Nice.
We want to look at your finger.
Yeah.
It comes in handy, you know.
Not you.
Yeah. I can imagine it does.
I bet you tried, but hey.
So they're
You never
chopping it
trust
off
these
now
landscape gardeners.
No, they said it can just drop off. If it doesn't, they'll cut out, but it should fall off eventually. But I don't have it bandaged up or anything. It's not prone to infection or anything. So yeah, good. Apart from that, yeah, I'm all right.
Good.
Usually.
James?
Come on,
Yeah, I've
James.
had a busy weekend. Went to the Autumn Flower Show.
Mr. Wood?
Is it
Got lad.
Newby Hall? So that was
Really?
decent. And then today I was out swimming with my daughter.
Very good.
I went to Lidl's with my second to youngest granddaughter. I have to keep calling her that now. She was my youngest granddaughter until the other week. And I'll tell you what a joy, honestly. I'd say a long time. If she'd have been my daughter years and years ago, I'd have been that hung up on everything and miserable. But today, like, she's just running up and down the aisles. And she had to have a trolley. And I looked round the corner.
Them little ones.
No, she didn't have one of them. So she got one of them big baskets on wheels. And I looked round and she's just about to get 2 bottles of whiskey off the shelf.
Taking after her grandpa.
Was she chasing you by any chance? Were you running up and down the aisles?
Yes.
I bet you
So,
were.
Mick, are you a granddad, a grandpa, a gramps, or a grand?
I'm a granddad.
Are you granddad?
Yeah.
Granddad, full stop.
Yeah. Well, they can call me what they want. Obviously, me and my wife got together real young and had kids real young. So I was a granddad before I was 40. And when my daughter had my first granddaughter, I said, "Tell her to call me Mick." I said, I'm not old enough to be a grandparent. Tell her to call me Mick.
Oh, they're coming out with all their jokes in here. Again, Swamp Things, but I found this week that Titanic swimming pool is still full of water.
Oh, God.
Right, my week has
I'll get
been.
my coat.
My week's been okay. Just from last Sunday, from the absolutely fantastic show we did here with Vaping Twisted, and it was absolutely fantastic. I've been just wallowing in self-pity, waiting for the next time. I've been sat here on this show since last Sunday. It's been live, waiting for the show to come on.
Have you?
Yeah, I'm pining
That's
for
a
you,
fucking
Benny.
lie, because you were on fucking Friday night. So that's a lie.
I've got loads of YouTubes in here.
Yeah, he's got two. He's
You
got two.
bitch. Don't spoil it.
He was sat in the Zoom room since then.
But apart from that, I've just been editing, building, doing this, doing that as usual. Looking after Julie. She's been looking after me. And yeah, that's it. That's it.
Good. Well, I went to a brewery tour yesterday. To the Northern
You went first, Benny. You've had your turn.
I'm just saying that I went yesterday
carry
to
on.
a brewery tour to the Northern Monk.
I've been into
quite
that.
Good. Do you know, right? It was £15 to go, and you got a pint, basically, and a tour of the brewery. And it's the actual brewery. They take you into where... The thing was, I didn't realise that it was actually a lad from Bradford and a Scottish lad that lived in Huddersfield that started it up.
Brilliant.
So the lad in Bradford did his own brew, started off at home brew, started selling it at selling it a few mates, and they were like, "Oh, it's really good, this." So he went to a farmer's market and started selling it there, and then went to a festival, beer festival, and the guy from Huddersfield said, "That's really good. I think we should market this." And the first time they did it, they did a crowdfunding for it, and they wanted £200,000 to buy this place in Leeds to make it into their brewery. In the first 2 weeks, they got 1.2 million.
Wow,
that's a lot.
In the first 2 weeks of
was it shares
crowdfunding for it.
Were they selling shares?
I don't know. No, they don't get shares. They get discount from any of the beer that they order, and if they're going into because there's a pub, they open the pub in Manchester. If they go to Manchester or they go to Leeds to get discount, they get 15% discount on everything.
That's brilliant. Yeah, it's brilliant.
So whatever they buy, they get 15%.
I reviewed a couple of theirs, and they did one with a brewery like collab with a brewery called Lerwig, and it was a 14% stout.
Ooh.
Yeah,
a chocolate stout. And the reason I got them is my wife bought them cheap in the cheap. Well, they used to be able to do it at night when they went in. They'd put sort of clearance stuff available for the staff to buy, and she paid about 50p a can for them. Of course, I shoved them in the fridge, didn't I? So the first one, I drank it out of the fridge, and it was when Jay was still about, hooked on funk, and he knew his stuff about stout.
Yeah.
He says, "What on earth? He put it in the fridge for?" He said, "You're never going to get any flavours out of it." Anyway, I took them out and waited while they got to room temperature again. The difference is coffee stout. It was amazing, but it was so bloody strong. You could only drink one, and your face come up same colour as Hanky's shirt. It was hellish stuff. It was hellish stuff. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But it's like £6 a can. That's because it's IABV tax. I love strong beers. I love them.
Yeah, they sell them in Tesco now.
They've just got a deal. He was telling us that they've just got a deal for the supermarkets to be in supermarkets now. So he said, look out for it in your local Tesco's, Asda, and all that lot. Will be in there. That's the Freedom or something like that. It is that's in. But they give you. It pulls 3 little glasses. And you get 2 to go down with. One of them were a fruit beer. It wasn't that nice. It was all right. But they did a session IPA one, 3.8. That was quite nice with that. I'm not a massive fan of lager or IPAs now, but it was quite nice. I said I could happily sit there and just chug away on it because it was a 3.8. It's not massively APV, but you could just sit there and just drink it. You know, and then they give us the biggest one that's called Hell's or something. It was 8%.
8%.
8%, yeah. And they give you this third of it, and you could tell that was fucking strong.
It's nice, isn't it? I like it.
Yeah, that was when you went, Benny. Did you go yesterday?
Saturday, yeah. You went Saturday, yeah.
Where did you sing Danger, Danger, High Voltage? Where was that?
In a pub. Just in a pub.
When we were talking to you, you were a bit weathered when we saw you.
Yes.
Not as weathered as I was, but you were a bit weathered.
Yes, yeah. Well, I've been out since 11:30. Well, quarter to 12.
Right,
yeah, I've been out since quarter to 12, so came home at 8 and had a little nap and that lot, and then things went on that the youngest lads thinks he's done his ACL because he were out with, I left them out. And they got trained, and he fell over, and he's already done his ACL one. So
what's that?
He can't walk. He's just behind your knee in it, the ACL.
Is it? I don't know.
So he's fucked. Can't walk.
Oh, Christ.
So
what does he do?
He's a manager at Marks and Spencer's. So
he has to ride around on the disabled trolley.
Yeah,
sorry, Luke.
Yeah, we can't drive. I don't like so he's a bit. So that one all went on last night when I got home, like so. Yeah, so I did pop on to say hello for half an hour before I went to bed. So, but yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I'd recommend it if anybody goes, and it's a good tour, and they're really nice, informative of how it works. Because we're saying that they get really good water from Leeds, but that's why you have Tetley's Brewery used to be here, and that's why you got Tadcaster Brewery. It's all the same water in it, you see.
Yeah.
So that's why you have really good water. It's soft water. So they don't have to distill it or all like that or put it through. I tell you what they did do. They've got a distilled IPA. It's £29 a bottle.
Oof.
But you drink it like a whiskey.
How strong is it then?
Fucking mate, it tastes like a vodka. I don't know. It tastes like a fucking vodka. That's what it tastes like. It's got a whiskey. It's got like a smoky note to it, but it tastes like, you know, when you're just drinking neat vodka.
Yeah.
But it's an IPA. It comes in a little bottle about that big, and it's £29.
You could put some just sweet cheesecake in that.
You could put, yeah. Honestly, well, like, oh fuck me, they give us. What I liked about it as well is they give you testers. So if you go in and say I want a pint, they'll give you a little tester, a little mouthful to test it to see if you like it before you buy it.
What about the size of that?
Yeah, probably about the size of that. Yeah.
Rather nice that actually.
Back in a minute, Benny.
All right, mate.
What was that? Was that the IPA?
No, it was what I picked up yesterday. It's I don't know if you can see it.
No.
You've got Graham's camera.
Toffee vodka,
All right.
Oh, yeah.
which is 40% proof.
You drank it all.
Good evening,
Last night,
good evening,
full
Dusty.
You all right, Dusty? Hope you're well. So yeah, so that was me yesterday. We're good. I'd recommend going down around it. If you've got a brewery that you can go around and have a look, they are quite interesting. We're seeing how they actually put the hops in and what they do with them, and you know how it goes from an home brewing setup to this.
Did you have a tester of each one, Benny?
No, you have three. You just have three.
Oh,
birds.
right.
It makes a pint.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So and
if you think that, I mean, like you said, what was it, 14, 15 quid to gram?
15 quid, yeah.
So if you've had a pint, like your 8% stuff and that, it retails quite high. So you basically paid 7 quid to gram.
Yes.
6 or 7 quid.
Yeah. So that's what I say. If you're ever in Leeds and you fancy it, it's quite good. They're quite nice. They're only young people. He's been work. I asked them because I said, obviously, when you get to that side, how involved are the owners of the company? Because when you get to something like that where they're making quite a bit of money, you usually find that it's not them that's involved in the mixing and shit like that, is it?
Yeah.
But yeah, apparently they have the meetings there in Leeds. So when American breweries come over where they collaborate with them, they come over, they have the meetings there, a liquid lunch basically. And it's still they do all the when they're doing the trials of the different ones that they're gonna release, because they did the Jam Roly Poly.
They did. I've tried that. Yeah,
with
N.U.V.S.
Yeah. Everybody says that's really nice. Everybody says it's really
very,
nice.
very sweet. It's very,
Morrison's
very sweet.
sell that.
Right, and they do another one. They did a Yorkshire pudding one. Did they do a Yorkshire pudding one?
I ain't tried that one. I tried that one. I did a couple of reviews. If anybody's interested in this, just follow it up on my Mixed Reviews channel. If you look through probably last year, I didn't get masses of views on them, but if you're interested in them, worth a look. I did the Jam Roly Poly and that other one. It was a Black Forest Gatto, the other one was.
Right.
And it was a Black Forest Gatto, it was 14%.
Right. Well, that's what they say. They do all the trial runs at Leeds. They only do 10%. They've got another place over at Manchester now, but the original one were Leeds, and they do 10% of all the brewing there.
Wow.
That comes out in the casks and that. And anything the trialing goes down there. And he says it's this. What they do is they're telling us they release the label before they release the beer.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, so they release the label on social media to get some hype behind it, and then they decide what they're going to do for the beer.
So if it doesn't work out, then they just bury it, forget it.
Well, I'm guessing so. Yeah, he just says it's that he said that's what they do. They put it up, and they'll gain an interest to get everything, and then they'll decide if it's going to be an IPA, West Coast, East Coast, if it's going to be stout, porter, or whatever on that image, and then they'll tell them what it's going to be once they've got a bit of interesting thing.
I like porter. I've discovered while I was in Spain last week, I discovered a German red at 8%, and So I brought a few of them home. But after last night's debauchery, I haven't got a lot left. It looks a bit like shell shocked in my fridge. I could do with it. So that was that.
Cloud Chucker's throwing in an early Vaping 101 Dead Rabbit V2 at a good price. Bargain.
Nice.
$19.99.
Does it leak? Does it leak, son?
Yeah.
Let's send it to John.
They're all going to tell you.
Yeah.
They're all going to say no, it don't leak. And when you look, the vape at about 25 watts, and they've got that much cotton in there, it never dry it.
Yeah.
That's the reason it doesn't leak.
That's a fat rabbit.
Well,
That's
it was
right,
a fat
yeah.
rabbit, wasn't it?
Fucking leaks
Yeah,
like
it
a
was.
bastard sieve. Does
It
that
doesn't
fucking
know.
thing.
That,
It does.
yeah,
we
that's,
go.
if,
Here
that's
we
if
go.
you can be able to bloody separate it.
Yeah, if you can, Bill could
Bill.
get his fucking apart, could he?
Can we have the great cotton debate while we're going on?
Yeah. I prefer that. Two voices.
Try that sliver.
We did it last night on the Saturday show, and it fired off just the same.
Yeah. I'm quite interested in trying Market Nature Vape's new cotton.
Yeah, he's
'Cause
got a new one out,
bringing
hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got what is it coming out where it's in a bit like vape flies, where it comes in 2.5 and 3 mil, where you just cut it off of how you use it. It's like on a 2, 3, 5 meter let roll or whatever.
Apparently, he's got his
that
own
coming
sheep though.
out. Yeah,
But I heard.
Who said that, Mick?
I just
well, I
made it
used
up,
to
but
use
stick with
I
it.
used to use fuzz. I used to use that. It's
I used to use that just for the tins.
Well, I used it, but then the last ones I got were shit.
Yeah.
So I've not used it since. Didn't taste right.
Here we go. Look at Swampy sitting there in his,
Learn
big
to wick,
armchair,
sons. Yeah,
giving us some crap. Come round and show us.
Yeah, pick
That
a
sounded
pick
like a
cotton,
threat, didn't
son.
it?
Pick a cotton, son. Pick a side. Which side you're on with cotton? That's what you got to do. So yeah, so we have got Benny was quiet last night in his bowling shirt doing a Charlie Sheen impression. Exactly how I was.
He was shit faced. Benny was shit faced.
I was. It was a slight joke. Cloud9 for the win, Joker.
I don't like
Cheers,
that one.
Dusty.
No.
What,
Sliver.
Cloud9?
Yeah.
If you don't like bacon, then you don't know nothing.
I definitely don't like bacon.
I don't like bacon either. Luke's going to get his tampons.
I've just noticed the thing.
Oh, it's a ting. You got to say ting.
I've just noticed, depending which side you put this pod in,
I've got Cloud9.
it changes the wattage on the thing.
All
Oh,
right.
nice. Mm.
Yeah,
If you put
one's
it around
just
that
more-
way, it's 55. If you take it up,
Still got loads left. I've had it 12 months.
turn it round, it's only 40.
Yeah,
How's that work? Because it's
that's
sort of
different
got
airflow. Yeah, different airflow. One's
Ah,
big,
right,
one's
yeah.
small.
That's a good job. We've got you, Hanky.
So, well, Benny did spit in there before me, but I just overtook him. Shut up, Benny.
It's amazing. I absolutely love this tool now. I liked it before, but I didn't use it a lot, to be honest, because I usually like things with a bit more cloud. If I'm
Is that the
sitting
Max?
there. Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Oh, have you got
What
you
is
got
it?
the new one through yet?
I've got the new one through, but that
Yeah.
only goes up to 40 watts, doesn't it? This one
Yeah.
goes up to 80.
80.
Kenny says, everybody say, Fat Rabbit never leaked. Learn to wick, sons. Fucking, mine leaks like a fucking sieve. Didn't matter how much cotton you put into it. It either give you dry it and then leaks like a fucking sieve.
Right. Proof is, Kenny, on one of your shows, do a live build on it.
Yes.
Right. And we'll all watch and we'll watch you vape it throughout the show.
And don't be cheating.
Yeah, you got to chain vape it as well.
And you got to
Yeah,
hold it
chain
up
vape
here
it.
all night.
at 90
And have a
watts.
vape.
What is this?
You've got to put
Yeah.
yeah,
all like
Mike
that,
Armit.
yeah. Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh.
You've got to put John's
Oils.
Clapsons in. Yeah, the not Clapsons, the aliens in.
Aliens.
0.1 aliens in, and you've got to put it up to 90 watts and vape the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
then we'll see.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's the
Well,
deal.
boys, it fucking
Good evening, Grateful
didn't
Lamb.
Muji, one bag a year, can't go wrong. No fucking problems, sons.
That's the stuff from Amazon what Simon gets.
What,
13
tampons?
feet, son.
That Muji stuff.
You
Yeah, you get
13
Muji.
feet.
Yeah, 13 feet.
13 feet is good. It's weird because it's called 13 feet, isn't it?
13 feet.
F-E-E-T.
Yeah,
Yeah,
feet.
feet. And apparently it's premium Japanese cotton.
When you open the Muji patch, it doubles. You can double it up, can't you? It doubles the
Yes.
size.
Yeah.
But I always use that, and then I cut it off, and I always roll it in my hands like that. And I only do that with the Muji.
The
That's
Scotch
why.
roll. The Scotch
Oh,
roll.
is it
apparently.
the Scotch roll? Is it?
The Scotch roll, yeah.
I want to do the Scotch roll with Kenny and Craig.
Yeah.
With our kilts on.
Matt said Dead Rabbit 2 never leaked. The gaskets and chimneys stopped you from being able to fill the fucker up.
Yeah, it did, yeah. I've got one.
Yeah, Kenny wings it. Kenny wings it.
Yeah.
Just a quick question: is it raining anywhere near you? Because it's absolutely
Yes.
down
Yes.
here,
I don't know.
16 and cloudy. It's quite humid here, to be honest.
It is down south. It's raining.
hammering it down. I mean, I can hear it in the kitchen and I never hear it.
Yeah, he's good at making blunts. Yeah, he's supposed to rain all week, innit?
Yeah,
That's the thing. Yeah,
no,
it's
good for
definitely.
me though. I'm tiling tomorrow outside.
Nice.
Well, you won't be doing that, will you?
Have you finished your garden yet?
My pond, yeah, I finished it. I just got some stones to put around it to make it look nice. But yeah, it's done, yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to put some pictures up there ready for next
It's
week.
completed with the stones and that. It was really straightforward. You just dig a hole, stick a bath in it, and then fill it in. That's it. And I put water in.
That's not really a fucking pond, is it?
No, it's not.
Why
Like a
not?
fucking bath in it. Did you leave plug in?
It's a plastic pond you put in, but you have to dig it out.
You forgot to put the plug in, Benny.
Yeah, get full
Where's
it
the
up.
water
Thinking where's
going?
water going? Yeah. Put the
Took me
plug in the
whole
bucket.
half an hour to do.
That's weird when you're riding down the road in Spain because you can think, oh, look at them ponds. When you look, they're not the swimming pool. It's only the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just plastic. You dig it up.
Yeah. That's where you can get it from garden centre, can't you? The pond just pre-built.
Yeah.
Like so, you just dig
Make
it
sure
all.
it's level.
Yeah.
Your hole.
We used to
And then
no.
on a bit of sand and then backfill it. Done.
Yeah, you need a bit of sand, don't you? To
I keep
support that.
forgetting. Mick, what time are you on tomorrow? 9.
We're not on tomorrow.
You're not on tomorrow.
I'm just guesting this week.
Right.
But Bill, I've given Bill a week
Tuesday.
off. You see, a couple of weeks off, so you're never going to find Billy. You know.
No, he's golfing. He's gone. He's gone on his PGA.
Vinny
all-man
doesn't
golf
turn up
course.
anyway, so that's that.
You're doing one of those 4-day tours.
Yeah. He's gone on a 2-week tour as fucking Bill. You won't get him. So are you putting fish in your pond then?
No, it's for birds actually. It's for me, Mrs.'s mum. She just wants to feed the birds water. No, not even
In
having
a
fish
fucking
in it.
pond? In a
Yeah.
fucking... Just get a bird bath.
Oh,
They've got a big bird bath.
the big bird bath.
There'll be a swan sat in it when you get up, isn't it?
He's got the bath in the middle of his garden on some stones. And that's what it is.
Loofah.
Your dog's with him
There's
then.
a bubble bath and some fucking conditioner outside for birds.
I'll get in it and take a picture of me in it.
Yeah.
That was a funny thing today when we went to Lidl's. My cheers, Cloud Chucker.
That's from the dog.
Yeah, that's all right. That one. Yeah, nice that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the things she put in a little basket thing was she put 2 bottles of hand soap. She's 2.5 years old and she spends her entire life washing her hands.
COVID that.
Well, I don't know. She was only born in COVID. She didn't see well though. But
But did you go up and down the man aisles, Mick?
I went down the middle aisle. I always like to walk down the middle aisle in Lidl.
Yes.
Yeah,
Have you
man
got a
aisle.
Costco? Have you got a Costco near
No,
you?
we ain't
Mick?
got one. No.
Oh, mate. If you like the middle aisle of Lidl, it's like 25 times as big
Is it?
as
Is
the
it?
fucking Lidl. Yeah, it's like 25 times as big as a Lidl and Aldi's middle aisle. You get all sorts of shit on it. They had fucking snowboards on there today.
Really?
Yeah, they had all the Christmas stuff out. You can buy a fucking 6-foot Mickey Mouse for about 400 quid. That lights
That a
up.
northern
Wow.
thing, Costco.
Some Marvin
Northern
thing.
thing.
No, it's the biggest supermarket. Costco is the biggest supermarket in the world.
Mm.
Sorry, Ting.
Yeah, I know America.
It's
America's they're
Costco.
big on it, aren't
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
one
yeah.
thing- One thing I always regret. not
Where's the
buying
nearest
from the
Costco
middle
to
aisle.
me?
They had. I went down one day and they got an extension lead, but it was a different sort of extension lead. It was a piece of wire with a long wire onto for into the plug, and then instead of having a line of sockets, it had a socket in a circle thing like that. Then a gap of wire, then another socket in a circle, and then like that. So if you were doing something like this and you wanted to put lamps up behind you, you could have all 5 lamps up off one lead.
All right.
You know what I mean? Because they were
Yeah,
spaced apart rather than
Yeah.
trying to get a little short wire. And I walked past it and never bought it. I don't
Yes.
know why. It was like,
Costco.
Yeah.
It's like cost and then co, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
Costco.
Yeah, the nearest one to me
Yeah.
is Southampton. We worked there alone. It's showing all the massive aisles and everything.
Honestly, yeah,
It's
you
huge.
get food from there, meat from there. But the middle aisle, you can
Yeah.
get TVs, you get monitors, you get Apple stuff.
wow.
You can get. They've got petrol station there now, which is cheap as in
all the
Leeds.
booze, all the booze.
All the booze, yeah, booze is there. They've got everything. Honestly,
You sell Northern Monk.
do you know? No, they don't. But I don't really look at the alcohol sort of side of it because I find it more
Christmas
expensive than that.
Still got Christmas stuff there.
Oh yeah, Christmas stuff's out now. They've got all sorts of stuff for Christmas.
You've got to buy a bigger oven though.
Yes, you have. The pizzas are like fucking this. Yeah, it's massive.
I'm surprised Luke didn't see it because that's where he works, isn't it? Is that you, Luke?
Yeah, that's me.
That's him.
Hairy fucker. I bet Benny got one of them to cuddle at night, ain't you, Benny?
Yeah, exactly. Mr. Intense says never been to Costco, but still got a macro card. Macro no longer exists, I don't think.
Wasn't they a cash and carry macro?
Yes, it's the same thing. Yeah, Booker's now it is now. I think is
yeah,
macro.
they all.
I'm definitely going when we go down to Southampton. Definitely, it's massive.
Look at that. I've got these
Apparently,
torque screwdrivers.
It builds tanks with them. Do you work for
Yeah.
fucking Ministry of
There's
Defence?
no limit to what Cloud Chucker can't do. He vapes in a shed and builds tanks.
Hanky.
Builds tanks.
Hanky. What do you call a prostitute with no arms and no legs?
I don't know.
Larry.
Why did you have to lean right close like that?
Yeah. and then tell 50
When
people.
we're close to it again.
We don't condone using prostitutes and we don't abuse people with no arms and legs.
No. Same smack.
Yeah. Metal Vape says £9 for maybe a 20-inch piece. So that's just a snack for my stomach at Costco. Yeah. But yeah, it's worth it if you can get one because you'll get a macro Costco card, mate, because you've got a business. So you have to be a business to get one.
I was going to go in and say Benny sent me. Who the fuck is Benny?
Yeah, just put your YouTube channel on it. There you go. What are you? I'm a social media influencer like Big Ken and Craig.
Something said my mate used to drive around with a huge cake from Costco in his boots. Yeah, they're massive. The cakes you get honestly, it's seeing it, believe it when you walk in. It's like, where do you start? So we just walk up and down aisles and
if you have a party, butties and wraps and all that.
Oh yeah, that's what I got it for my mum's 70th. Yeah, I bought it there. It costs like 80 quid for a load of food. Yeah, and including cake, cake we got from there.
And the muffins are like the size of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been there.
Honestly, it's good. It'd take you about 3 hours to walk around the place.
Yeah, well, I'll be straight down the middle aisle, then down the booze aisle, and then be out.
But your car park, you only got 2 hours on your car park.
Yeah, it costs you 100 quid to leave, like.
Yeah, exactly. Great Plan said I went to Costco years ago in North London and they were selling pillows. Yeah, honestly, they sell fucking all sorts. It's fucking random. Yeah.
The thing is, if you're living in North London, you always need a pedalo, don't you?
Yeah.
But he matey boy with his speedboat on that darts program.
Oh, mate, yeah.
How do you split a speedboat between two people? I brought my mother-in-law on. She's 86. Oh, you've won a speedboat.
Yeah. Well, they used to do it with kitchen. That's what used to get me with kitchen. They go, what have you bought? What have you won? Oh, here comes Bully. You've won the top of the range kitchen appliances.
I live in a council house. All right.
Yeah, I'm like, well, really, what are you going to do with it? I'm guessing they give him a cash option. I'm guessing.
Well, yeah, I suppose the other thing was with it back in them days. That when I don't know what the reach was for businesses, but you had to attract. I suppose with playing darts, they probably thought it was from a working class type of background because in them days that was what it was, wasn't it? It was a pub game.
Yeah.
And they may be thinking, oh, they'll need a new kitchen or a speedboat.
Yeah. Yeah, as sells car tyres as well.
Car tyres, but yeah.
Car tyres, yeah, they've got sell car tyres.
Do they fit them or not?
Yeah. Filled with nitrogen.
Ooh.
Hell,
make your car go faster with the nitro, right?
I've not a clue.
I don't know where it works.
I don't know. But yeah, see, you can get them. But yeah, like I say,
you've got to do other modifications for it to work properly.
What you can't, you have tyres. You're not siphoning it off. So you don't put it on and siphon it into your engine. You've not got two tubes coming round. You're off at 4 tyres to get your engine to go faster. Because tyres are going down at this time, James. Do you know what I mean?
I suppose it must be to do with weight. Does anybody else have a tyre pressure indicator on the car? That when it changes from cold to warm, it goes ding and tells you your tyres are flat. And vice versa, when it cools down again, it does the same thing.
No.
Do you know mine does it when I take it in? Sean Morris says Jim Bowen was a right knobhead. Fair enough. Say it like it is, fella. Say it like it is.
Did you meet him, Sean, or was it just you didn't like him? He lived in a station, didn't he? He bought a station, turned it into a house. Went at the disused station, yeah.
Yeah, mine on the van, when I go and have my tyres changed like I did the other day, I said to him, can you put 40 in? They went, 40? I went, yeah, because my light comes on. Lo and behold, fucking someone drove away from there, ding, tyres are flat. I got out and checked them. One were at 37, other one were at 38, other one were at 40. I'm like, I told you to put 40 in. So I had to blow them fucking up. It's come back on again. I'm like, fuck's sake, I'll have to go around and check them again. It's got to be over 40. It's got to be over 40 or it comes on. No, it's got to be over 40 or it won't go off. Don't know why. It's fucking ridiculous as Renault for you, see.
I was using...
Oh, you had a Citroen van, Benny.
Citroen, the same fucking thing.
The same van, aren't they? I was using... Yeah, it is. I was using... you look at the engine compartment, it's all the same, but it's the same when you buy a Skoda or a VW. It's all VW engines. Yeah. I mean, they haven't got the same build course, they didn't.
Vauxhall is the same one as same van as a Citroen. Exactly same. The interior, I went in a box one, and we hired it from thing, and I got in it, and everything, including the radio, the steering wheel, were just from a Citroen.
All the same.
Yeah. Don't get him started on cup holders.
Oh, fucking that bastard French. Who puts a cup holder? Who puts a cup holder on the fucking windscreen? So I'll leave my drink.
In your view,
like I've got a Peugeot 207, and my cup holder's fucking here.
Really?
I'd rather have it here than fucking on windscreen.
I know, but if you've got not a coffee type of thing, it's a bit trying to look.
A Ford Cougar, and it's got like a little slidey bit here, and you pull it back, and there's two cup holders there, and then a place to put your vape. I use the front cup holder to put my card machine. That just fits in there just right. With a couple of things underneath it, stop it really rattling that. And then I always have a cup in the other bit. Cracking thing. Big armrest on it. It's lovely.
Big, what taxi do you have? Do you have one of them big London taxis?
No, it's Ford Cougar.
Huh.
Yeah. We're only sort of small market town, and if you're in a big city, they make you have them black cabs, but there's so much money. You wouldn't be able to buy one. You wouldn't be able to run it here. Because they're 88 grand, aren't they? London cabs.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah, they're expensive. Yeah. Cabs, yeah.
The electric ones are anyway, or they were. Yeah. I don't know how much they are now.
Have you seen? There's a new. I don't know if it's. I think it's Chinese car manufacturer that's getting launched in the UK, and all the major manufacturers are kicking off because you can buy an SUV for fully loaded with all the fucking mod cons and that electric for 35 grand.
Really?
35 grand. The normal one is 27. 27 grand. They're kicking off like folks saying it's too cheap. And it's because it's subsidised by the Chinese government.
Over the world.
Yeah. So there's
Matt Pulley. Go on, carry on.
Go on. No, go on.
No, Matt Pulley, if you've got a 3D printer, just make yourself one. Get a sticky thing and put it on the window like Benny.
If you, if anybody that in the chat that's ever owned a Chinese motorcycle, and I know one guy nearly lost his job because of his purchase. Went and spent all his money on a Chinese motorbike to travel from here to Lincoln every day, and he was a delivery driver for, I don't know, it was Morrison's or something like that, and he was late that many times because he couldn't get the bike to go. They said if you're late one more time, you're finished. And he said it's only this bike. He said try my hardest, but he said but I'm finance. I put all my money into it, and he said I can't get rid of it. Nobody wants it.
Yeah.
So if your SUV, it might be a nice SUV, but you might be only driving it part of the time.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like say it does say on it. It does. I was watching it in Google thing. Yeah, they're BYD. Yeah, it's this new. It's like 35 grand for electric fucking SUV.
Wow.
So everybody's got all of them are kicking off. All big manufacturers kicking off, saying it's too cheap.
MG's Chinese, isn't it?
Oh, is it? I didn't realise.
Yeah, my daughter at the minute they've got a brand new electric one. They've ordered a new one, a petrol version, and they said because the one that she had was playing up a bit, and they said, right, we'll take that off you. We'll lend you this for 3 months while your other one's ready, and you can just have that. And it's fully electric, charge up outside, right. And it's a nice car. It's an estate car, it's lovely.
MG used to be British, though, didn't it?
Yeah, it used to be.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, they were telling me that
the Germans bought Mini, didn't they? And then
yes,
the Chinese,
Germany. Yeah, it's a BMW. It's a BMW.
It's quite an interesting documentary about how the Chinese bought the Rover,
Right.
and apparently they took them all somewhere, and they were talking about that, and they realised that English people like a drink, so they started buying them drinks, and in the end, they were all so drunk they didn't know what they were doing, and they got it for half the price.
Something says BYD are massive in China. Yeah, they're coming over here. 35 grand for an SUV. Volvo have been took over there because we're talking to a guy at Volvo garage where we go there, and he said it was took over by Ford and it was shit.
Yeah, it was.
It went proper shite. All the engines were failing all the time, and they've now been taken over by China, and it's a lot better. The quality of it's a lot better, and or Japan. One or other, he says it's a lot better quality engines, a lot better quality parts that come with it. So Metal Vape says you're better off with a Lada. You haven't seen Ladas for fucking years.
No, they sent him all back like LPC.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah, I think it might have been because they brought the Samara out was the last one, wasn't it? And it was a nice car.
It's about Eastern Europe or somewhere like that.
I had a Lada.
But I don't know whether it was an emissions thing, but all of a sudden they said they were pulling out. And then if you look at, there's an episode of Top Gear where one bloke jumped in a Lada and they bought it and they used to drive him to the docks and they buy him off you at the docks and you just get in a taxi and go
yeah,
straight on the boat, gone.
Yeah,
took them all back.
A lad that I used to work with when I did my apprenticeship, he would not buy any other car than a Lada. There was shit inside. Or like he used to get into it and I think it's like a 1930s thing. Matt said, "No, mate, I'm a trooper. I'm a trooper, buddy."
Skodas were awful, weren't they? You know,
well, they're Volvo. They're what is it now? Aren't they? VW now? Aren't they? Yeah,
Volkswagen bought them, and they also bought Seat. And their idea was they wanted a model for every person's budget. So you've got like I think Seat slightly cheaper than Skodas, and you've got Skodas obviously. Then you've got VW, then you've got Audi.
Skoda's engine used to be at boot.
Yeah, I used to love them.
Yeah, there was all sorts of jokes, weren't there, about heated rear windows so you could push it home and stuff like that.
Well, I remember the Fiat. You remember the Fiat Panda?
And
I rented one of them,
Fiat Panda, the original one, didn't have heated rear windscreen.
No,
really?
Yeah, it didn't have an heated rear windscreen or anything. And you had a little. Yeah, well, all old cars had a choke. I had a choke when I had a 4 Cortina.
Yeah.
Oh, I love mine. 4 Cortina.
4 Cortina, covered in rust, but you can't get it bird on 29 bus.
Matt lads,
love mine.
Back lads,
see him now.
That's the one.
You see them now, and for a good example, Cortinas at 25, 30 grand, aren't they? Barmy.
Yeah. Do you ever think that if you had the cars that we had when we were younger, that we should have kept?
Oh yeah, but you could never could you?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I say, I mean, you're like say you're 10 years older than me, Benny. Say you remember the cars in that 10-year period that I won because it was on its last, last end type thing. But there was some beautiful cars out.
Yeah, you get them in the Mark 1 Escort Mexico and stuff like that. There's one round.
Yeah.
They were made better. The older ones are made better.
It's like in America, and you understand why they restore them or bring them back type thing. I mean, some
muscle
of the
cars,
cars that they've brought out, even pre-muscle cars.
We can't see that, Hanky.
I know. I know.
But it just looks like
I rented a Cadillac in America.
All right, was it pink?
It was about 20. No, it was. Sadly, it was beige. But that was and it was a beautiful car. Don't get me wrong. It had heated white leather seats. It was right cool. And this was years ago, and it had a built-in phone in it and everything. It was lovely. And after I had an Audi at the time back here, and after I'd been driving around this amazing Cadillac for about 3 days, I thought, it's not bad, but I wish I had my Audi. Because as you're going down the road, it's going ding, 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 like bed springs on the suspension.
Yeah. Sam Hensworth, a guy around the corner still has an old school Nissan Cherry. Do you remember that he used to be called Datsun?
Yeah, Datsun.
That was your first car, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, we had a van, Datsun Cherry. We had a van that was a Datsun as well. Do you know why it changed? Why it was called Datsun?
No. You did say the other week in the chat.
Yes. So it is Nissan, It was Nissan. But when the Second World War finished, they didn't think that anybody in Europe would buy a Japanese car. So they called it a Datsun because it sounded German instead.
Oh, Datsun, yeah.
Datsun, yeah. And then, if you notice, it changed to a Nissan after a while.
Yeah.
You know, like late 80s, early
Nissan
90s.
Sunny.
Nissan, yeah, it changed to Nissan. That's unbelievable, yeah. Fiat Panda with the hammock back seats, yeah.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
Metal Lake says someone I know.
2CV.
2CV, we're just talking about it, yeah. What is it? Technically put a 2CV, and you could take that to pieces, couldn't you? And write down its bollocks, it would design that.
That them upside down prams?
Yeah, the idea of it was, though, apparently the suspension was made on them so you could put a tray of eggs on your front seat and go down a bumpy road and then get out, and they should still all be in the tray.
Yeah.
And you could obviously take the seats apart and wash them yourself.
JVJ had a Datsun Sunny.
I had a 140J, I think. And
Didn't you say, Benny, you had a Nissan, first one, car?
Me? No, I didn't have a Nissan. My works van, we had a Datsun.
I had a Datsun 100A van. Absolutely
loved it. Suzuki last week.
I had a Suzuki.
We had a Suzuki last week, a Suzuki car. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it was solid. Absolutely solid. 6-speed manual. I mean, I'm used to automatic now, so there's a few times you forget to change gear. Come up to a roundabout in 6th gear, pop it in second, and go round.
Right, so we will go on to the bargains. James, I will play the little bumper. Wait a second, let me find it.
Bargains from Benny.
Right.
We've had a sneak peek to the ball gone. Sorry about that.
There's not a great deal out there, to be fair. It's a bit shit. I didn't have time over the weekend to look, so I've just sort of looked before the show right quick.
If there's a sneak peek or anything good like that, Nick, Benny said, shh, don't tell anyone.
Yeah. Right, so we're going to screen share that tab.
So over at the vapeshop.co.uk, you have the Aspire Zealous ZX Vape Kit for $29.99. So that's the new Zealous X mod as well.
Nevins buys them and calls them Dicos, doesn't he?
Dicos, yeah, exactly. That's why I brought it up. That's why I brought it up. If you fancy the Dicos Mini, there's one there. It's a Zealous X vape kit. It is $29.99 for the full kit. I've got them in all sorts of colours.
Not in that one. Got in whatever that is supposed to be.
Gunmetal. Probably gunmetal, red.
That shocking red.
Teal.
Lose that.
Pink.
Pink.
There you go.
Pink for Luke.
Silver.
Oh, yeah.
And full blacked out.
Full blacked out.
They look nice, actually.
Murdered out.
The blacks are out of stock.
So it's only the black that's out of stock. So yeah, if you do fancy a full kit, £29.99, 30 quid. Can't go wrong. Dicos Mini. Over at Grey Ears, you have got the Hades 24mm BF RDA from Hot Sig for £12.50. I think they've only got it in stainless steel.
You get some decent flavour out there. It's fairly low.
Gold and blue. If you show them the deck, there's a picture of the deck down there, James.
So well, like on it.
There you go.
Decent, well, isn't it? It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be a warm vape that though if you get some meaty coils in there.
So for £12.50, I thought, you can't go wrong for that.
And they've got flathead screws.
Nice.
Yeah. Over at Evolution Vaping, you have the Wire Ice Launcher Mini Summon Tank for £5.
Look at that.
If you fancy that.
Cheaper
for
than 10
£5.
fags.
It is, and the, what is it, $6.99. You get a free glass with it, I think.
I'm just looking at what you got, like you say, $6.99 for a pack of 3 coils for it.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12 quid and all.
Replacement glass for $2.99. I mean, I've never had it. Steve does, doesn't he? Blazing.
He's a larger one, the normal launcher.
And he's always used the, to my knowledge, he's always used that. So you might as well just buy a couple of them at the price anyway to get
exactly. That's what I'm saying. You can't get metal, blue, rainbow, and stainless steel. Matte black is out of stock.
to the next one.
Over at Royal Vapes, you've got the Crown 4 tank for £12.49. Pick a colour. I think they've only got black in stock, I think.
Pick a colour, any
That's
colour.
that.
Yeah, Sapphire Blue is out. Oh, no, they've got purple if you fancy purple.
That's not bad.
Rainbow.
They've got rainbow.
Heat treated.
The silver's out.
Just seen that.
Metallic green and the black are in stock. £12.49 for a sub-on tag. I didn't think that was too bad.
I had the 3s back in the day and they were all right.
Yeah.
I've had this one and I've had the next one, the 5. I prefer this one over that.
There you go.
Everybody said that, where the 4 weren't too bad. Crown 4.
Officially recommended by JP Farmer, Gardner, Vape Review.
JP's World, Vape, Gardner.
Yeah.
Over at Legion of Vapors, you've got the... I think you can only get it in gold as well. I'm not sure. Oh, no, matte. No, you can get it in matte silver. It is... Don't know why it's not showing up there. It is it's the Eclipse. Yacht Vape Eclipse. Why is it chopped the top off of it, James?
I don't know. I can't get it down.
All right. Do you want to just see if you can find it? I don't know. Anyway, it's a Yacht Vape. Scroll down, you'll see it. It's a Yacht Vape Eclipse Dual Anti-Hate. And that is from Mr. Mike motherfucking Vapes.
That'll be all right, won't it?
Eclipse.
And it's a $26.99. This is probably the cheapest I've seen this at $26.99.
Dual coil RTA, that's good.
Yeah. Single or dual configuration.
Chat's gone quiet. They're all buying them.
It's got the 4 deck-based terminals. Can you go up a little bit, Gray? JP, just there. What's it got? 4 deck-based terminals in that as well, like?
Yes.
Excuse me. How much was that?
$26.99. Apparently, it's supposed to be a banger. It's supposed to be really good. It's the dual.
There you go.
Look at that. You know, this is how a bloody site should be set up to do it like this, to show as much information about the product. Instead of like what you can, and just get, like you can't see, about an inch worth of information in paragraph type thing.
Yeah, and it's all sort of standard information, isn't it, that you would apply to any device whatsoever, with just the name changed.
So over at Nature Vape, you've got the Lamo MTL RTA by Cougar Vape for $14.99, so £15.
Very nice.
£15 for an MTL. $14.99.
Support one of YouTube's finest as well, can't you?
Exactly. Also, while you're over there, you can get the mix over there, and you can also get the box. The mix is $24.99, and the box is $29.99 in silver. The black is $34.99. I would say if you want to get into Burrow tanks, get yourself a box, because they're really, really good little. There you go, the box.
And they're
$29.99.
If you want to see how to coil it up and a good build, you can watch it on Nature Vape's channel by just clicking on that link.
Didn't you say Nature Vape's got some cotton coming out?
Well, that's
got some cotton coming out.
The stock
got his own sheep.
Yeah.
Say again.
I was saying that'll have the stock coil and
yes, that comes with the Nautilus stuff in it. Nautilus 2 stock coil tank, but obviously it takes the Burrow tank, so you can put a Burrow tank of your choice in there.
It's still got some clutches in it.
That's a bargain. Why has it gone down to 29 from 90?
Because he's bought all the stock from Aspire.
Can we have a quick look on that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, just a quick look. So I looked at it the other day and it wasn't that price. It's come right down.
The black is $34.99, but the silver is $29.99, which I'm thinking about getting a silver because I've got the black one.
And how do you rate them, Benny?
I think they're really good, mate.
Have you got a bow in yours?
I've got the Cubics one. That's the Aspire one.
Does it come with a boa?
No, it comes. Well, it comes with the adapter. The one in it. You can take that bung out of it as well. It's a piece of piss. To take the adapter, the bung out of it, you just undo it and pull it out. So yeah, I do rate it for $29.99 for the butter. I think it's quite good. I do think it's quite a good little setup.
I never got on that bandwagon, got to be honest.
Mate, honestly, mate, pick one up for $29.99. I think the banger, the sturdy, the weight, a fucking ton. I've had no issues. Obviously, the Cubics, after a while, you get a little bit of seepage on it. You know, you have to change your cotton and shit. But I think it's right. Something has the silver one.
It's like because I've got like.
All right, Cubics is designed by Atmizu. Apparently, I got it. I thought it were because of the that. So yeah, so it's worth getting. But I've got the Cubics in there.
I think there's a collaboration though on it.
Yeah, with a spy, I think so. Yeah.
You could buy that device. You could go on Blumpkin's Bargains and get yourself an high-end
Burrow.
Yeah,
Burrow off of him. And bang
you
it
could
in
go
there.
on John's sale, get 50% off for some coils.
Fat Waffle
Off you
50.
go.
Oh no, it's all you don't have to do that now to at what 50. No.
It's all automatic now.
It's all automatic, it's just discounted. So but he hasn't got a lot left because all the decent resistance coils and things like that have gone.
I just sent him an amount of money and said, spend that for me.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I think the thing is, right, I thought
yeah.
I didn't get paid till Friday, so I couldn't go on till Friday. But by the time Friday, on all the aliens and all that lot, they just proper sold out. Like, I think he had some fuse Claptons and a couple of bits left there, but I wanted some aliens, so
I love his what was the series aliens that he did, 2.25, amazing.
Yeah.
And I've only got, I don't think I've got any more left. I've got one in there. I might have another one left somewhere. Another set left. But the thing is, they're going away, and that's the thing. And, and I've never used anybody else for premium coils apart from them I bought from Purge that were mentally low and far too warm.
Yeah. So unfortunately, everybody has to look for a new coil builder. Yeah. Unfortunately.
So Late Night Vape Show 10 is no more.
Yeah.
You only got called about Scott, haven't you?
Yeah, I've never tried Scott's.
You've got John the Builder.
Yep.
I've never tried him.
And you've got Kilted. Is it Kilted?
TKD
Customs. Yeah.
TKD. Yeah.
TKD. Kilted. Whatever they do coils. There's still a couple about. Yeah, Kilted Devil is it? That what it is? Yeah. There's a few about if you can look for them. But obviously the bigger ones like John and Scott were the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Remember Sloan? He stopped as well, didn't he?
Sloan went, didn't he?
Yeah, Sloan's. Oh, N.U.V.S doing some hand coils as well. That was another thing he's bringing out, some hand coils.
What, some man-made premium coils?
Yeah, handmade premium coils. Yeah.
Well, aliens and shit.
I don't know. I was just watching his show and he was showing off that he's bringing out some stuff.
Bill 10,
I think it was on.
we will remember you.
Actually, I think it was on. What is it? On Layback Vape Show Monday night they were showing it off.
Yeah, I missed it.
They were saying that they were doing coils and cotton and a few other bits, and they were handmade coils that he's doing.
Oh, good.
So yeah, he's going to be doing them on there. So
Psycho coils, I've not heard of them.
Psycho Killer, qu'est-ce que c'est?
I'm sure he'll thank you for that analogy. Psycho will kill you.
We do that song.
I love that song.
So next week we are going to be doing a homage to the Ideal Home Show. They did Try Bafafa, which is things that remind you of vaping, not really vaping at all. So what you've got to do is take a picture of something that you think reminds you of vaping. It's nothing to do with vaping, but you take a picture and send it to. You can send it to any of us on the HANKY if you're on Facebook or Luke or whatever, or you can email me at bennyvapes10@gmail.com if you're not on social media. And what we'll do is we'll show them off. I have took a couple of pictures myself this week. If James wants to bring them up, that do remind me of vaping, but it's not really vaping at all.
Is there any big dildos like a stack mech?
But it could be a big dildo. If you want to put a big dildo on, you can put a big dildo. If it reminds you of vaping,
obviously we don't own any things like that.
But it has to be a real life picture, not a one that you've took off the internet. It has to be a real life picture,
not
that
one
you've
of
took yourself.
Hanky's AI things.
Yes, not a made up one, not a pretend one.
Right, has that worked?
So this is the first one. This was in Bradford. I was driving down the road and I thought someone's doing a massive. That's not the cup holder. That's my sat nav. Oh. That's my phone holder.
Is that dinner ladies start a fire?
Yes. If you zoom it in, James, if you do a little zoom in at the top where it says zoom in, you'll see. There you go. If you see right in there, it was from a chimney when I got down to the bottom. But I thought someone's blowing some massive clouds there.
I can't see what you're looking at. Where's the chimney?
He's right down there. Right down there it is when you get down. But I thought someone's doing some. I think someone's doing some massive clouds there. So I thought, oh, think, and I'll take a little picture. Shouldn't be doing that while you're driving.
No, I was just going to say, Benny.
Shout out to the cab driver. Shout out to the cab driver.
Especially when the copper in. Especially when the copper in front of you.
Two next to each other.
Yeah.
Shout out to the cab driver, not illegally parked on the right. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought that reminds me of someone that vaping there throwing a massive cloud. So I thought that was me. So if you go on to the next one.
Just 1 second, just pop out.
Looks like Cloud Chucker on his stack mech.
So this one, as I was waiting at some traffic light behind him to go off, if you zoom it in there, James, on the number plate. Number plate.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Atty.
Oh, he's not indicating.
He's not indicating because it's in Bradford, so they don't have to indicate.
Is he Welsh?
So, yeah, it was the old Bill in the centre lane of me, yes.
Yeah.
So that is Atty that remind me of vaping, but it's not really vaping at all.
That doesn't say Atty though. It's got 2 T's on it.
It doesn't matter. It's still
I know,
reminding me
it
of
doesn't
vaping.
It's supposed to
If you
remind
can't
you
spell,
of
you
it.
can post what you want.
Yeah, as long as it reminds you of vaping.
It does, yeah.
So it reminds me. It actually said, I won't tell you what the number plate said because obviously I've not got permission to share the number plate. So that's why I cost a little bit out. So
The
that is what.
thing is, you didn't actually take the photos either. Somebody sent you them, obviously, because it'd be illegal to take photos while you're driving.
Yes,
obviously.
yes, it wasn't me that took any of them pictures.
No.
He was in the seat.
Yeah.
I'd used the remote control.
Yeah. It's left-hand
With your
drive.
eyes.
It was sat in the passenger side.
You blink and it takes it.
Frank, you all right, man?
Frank.
So, yes, so if you want to join in with this, do send your pictures through. It has to be a picture that you have done yourself. It has to be something that reminds you of vaping, but it's not really vaping at all. And then we'll have a judge on it and we'll see what you're thinking, what we think, if it's shit or not, and we'll let you know. So you can reach as far as you want, whatever you want. Think it reminds you of vaping.
And if you get really good ones in, we'll send you 1 strand of cotton bacon so you can really know what you've been missing.
It is trying to parfar.
Did you say to send it 20 of us, Benny? Yeah, and we'll show it on the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
When's this? Up for next Sunday?
Up for next Sunday. I'll put a little bumper up as well. We'll do a little intro to it, and we'll do it. So yeah. So get your, like I say, do get in touch with James, Luke and Hanky on social media, and if you want to email me at bennyvapes10@gmail.com, your pictures. And we'll get them up, and we'll show
What does the winner take?
Nothing. It's just
well, we'll have a vote. If everybody does get their hands out their asses, get some really good pictures on that we can show them. And I have got an unboxed item here, and it's got the tank and everything with it already, and I shall give that away. But you pay postage. There you go, Benny.
There we go. We'll do that. We'll save that for end of the month.
All right, we'll do the end. Yeah, all right then.
Yeah, end of the month when we've got some pictures in, we'll do a little giveaway at end of the month when we've looked at them, we can all judge it and see. But I just thought try and revive it. I used to like that when it was an Ideal Home Show. It got people saying, and John used to go by me because he's like, it's not even fucking vaping. It's not to do it. It don't even look like it. And I just think it'll get everybody going and can get everybody in on it. I just really enjoyed that little section. So yes, so we'll pay homage to the Ideal Home Show. So it's not on anymore.
We've got another 2 weeks then, so it'll be on the 1st of October then, yeah?
Yes.
1st of October then. Get your hands out your asses and get posting. Get us pictures sent in, and we'll do a nice one.
And it has to be a picture you have taken. It has to be a picture that you've taken. Yeah, not a mocked up picture, not anything. So just as you're walking around.
Don't be pinching other people's off Instagram because we'll know because we look at everybody's Instagram every day.
Exactly.
Well, I'm taking them off Benny's and using them. I'm going to change the letters on the number plate. Oh, really good.
So yes, I just thought it'd be a little bit of something different, isn't it?
Yeah.
It hasn't been around for a while. It's been
2 weeks time.
A year. 2 weeks. So we will have a little giveaway every month for something. We'll find something that we can give away. And we'll do that. So yes. So we have come up to that time. It's gone really quick tonight.
Not yet, Benny. That was quick.
Really
quick.
That's because we had Mick on. Mickey Love.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Content, sons.
Content, sons. Content.
We should have bought Simon's bargains on, sons.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Simon and Craig and Kenny who are doing a collab show. And I can't remember, is it this week? Is it this week? Tuesday?
Yeah.
Best of luck to them. Good lads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Bringing, the two young Scottish guys bringing in the oldies. Come on.
It's nice of them to look after the dad, isn't it, really?
Yeah, exactly.
Granddad. Granddad. Great granddad.
Mr. says that I can take a picture of my K-Front V4. I bought that piece of shit to vape, not piss juice everywhere. Tetley says it went quick because there's 20 minutes of intro. There's not 20 minutes of intro. It's fucking 3.5 minutes of intro. Thank you very much.
There you go, look. This sort of reminds you of vaping, but it doesn't. It isn't, is it?
It is vaping.
No, it's not vaping, is it? Because you can't use it. It's unusable. I'm going to send it to HANKY if it's wicked.
We'll all do that on a panel as well, but we're not allowed to enter.
Yeah.
So, I can't wait for him to do one of his bird bath.
Oh, yeah.
Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Savage Simon 62 YouTube channel. There you go. On Tuesday, you got a little
put a link in.
I didn't get Simon's up, did I? Whoops, sorry, Simon.
Start late, finish early.
Yeah, I've got to pay these lads.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to pay them overtime.
I'm famous, sons.
We just get paid in kindness.
Oh, what's overtime rate?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm waiting for. Everybody's saying, what's fucking overtime rate? Jesus.
There you go. There's Savage's Simon's link there. You can follow him.
Because it's Sunday.
Yeah,
Make sure you go over it and watch that show.
I will.
So
it's starting to get pretty. It's going to get cool at night now, so the views are going to go up.
Yeah. I like Craig, but nobody else. But I'd watch it. Love you, Kenny.
Hilarious. He's absolutely hilarious, Craig.
Kenny's my favourite, and Craig.
Yeah. Don't you think it's gone really dark, really, really quickly all of a sudden?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's 7:30.
Yeah. It just seems to have suddenly gone that we've gone from being. I know clocks go back soon, don't they? Do you know what I mean? But it just seems to come. Yeah, we've come out of winter, summer, and it just seems to have gone boom. 8 o'clock. It's fucking pitch black.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a sad time, isn't it? Really, because you've got, and it's the end of October. You've got 16 weeks of misery, and then all of a sudden,
absolutely depressing.
Yeah. If you work outside, then you're stuck, aren't you?
Yeah. Thing is, it's dark on the morning when you get up, and it's dark when you come home from fucking work.
I have to finish at 3:30 because it starts going dark because you can't see nothing.
No. Well, that's one thing. It doesn't bother me at all.
Well, yeah.
The actual fact December is just absolutely mental.
Get some night vision glasses, Luke.
Yeah, that's it. You'd be able to get them army surplus. It'd be quite cool. That you're the only person cutting grass at 9 o'clock at night in December.
Yeah. What's that bloke doing this time of night? It's pitch black. He ain't got his car lights on. His night vision driving down.
He's upsetting my bloody ViewTube.
Yeah.
What's that all winter?
He's curb calling.
You could get some of them glasses that you got off at back of DC Comics and that, like Marvel Comics. You know, them ones that were supposed to be you could see people's skeletons. Get better than them. You don't remember them?
Good, wouldn't it? That'd be good.
I don't remember buying a DC Comics.
Well, they used to be on back. You used to get a joke, like joke shop stuff, and it were X-ray vision glasses, and they'd have someone with a hand like that, cartoon drawing, and you could see see the bones. Apparently, Net bought a pair of them. They don't work.
I know you don't. We haven't mentioned television tonight. While I was away, there's a thing on. I don't know if you've got Apple TV. Anybody?
I have.
Yeah. It's got the guy that played Spider-Man in it. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
is it Tom Holland?
Tom Holland. Yeah. Let me see if I can actually find what I was watching because this is amazing. Especially, I've got a son with schizophrenia. So I worked it out pretty early on, to be honest. But I'll just tell you what the name of it is, and if you've got Apple TV, it might be worth a watch.
I've got a dodgy box.
Dodgy box.
Well, you'll get it on there, won't you? Maybe.
Yeah.
And the glasses that Benny's on about, even Superman tried.
Called The Crowded Room. The Crowded Room on Apple TV.
Let's have a look. I'll write that down, Mick. Hold on. The Crowded Room.
Brilliant. Yeah, it's called The Crowded Room.
I'll tell you what's good. If you are into like a Game of Thrones sort of thing, The Winter King. The Winter King.
Really?
Yeah, it's on. You can get it's on MGM TV, but they're showing it on. I think ITVX have got it on. I got it on Dodgy Box.
Oh yeah,
The Winter King.
The Winter King. It's about King Arthur, but it's a take on. It's Bernard. Is it Bernard Cornwall?
Bernard
Cornwall,
Matthews.
the writer.
I know
not
Bernard Matthews.
He does fucking turkey dinners. No, it's the
I
guy.
don't think he does out now.
Is it Bernard Cromwell? He writes books. He writes books about history, like fiction books with history mixed in with it. He did Sharp. He was the one that wrote Sharp.
Oh, right.
The Sharp books. He's the one. It's a 3 trilogy. It's the Warrior, the Warlock or something it's called, and you've got the Winter King, something else, and then Excalibur at the end. So it's like a 3 trilogy book, and they've took it from that. It's absolutely fantastic. It's really, really good. Really, if you like Game of Thrones, it's in that ilk of a Game of Thrones thing.
Sort of took the mickey out of my wife when she was watching Game of Thrones, and then one night I sat there and I thought, I'll watch one. And it didn't really hook me for the start. And then the next one I watched that and I thought, I'm not really getting on with this. And then the third one I really started getting into it. And then I watched it until I watched every single one. But then they had a big gap of it on Sky. So I was going to buy it. And it come up with like 130 quid. And I said, oh no, don't buy it. And then it come back on again and I downloaded every single one just in case I took it off again.
Yeah.
And then watched it till the end, including the one right at the very end where they actually show you where they're making it and stuff like that, and the actors, and, finishing. It's brilliant. I loved Game of Thrones. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah. Well, if you like that, you've seen that.
There you go.
Seen that.
That's the one you want to be watching. And Sansa Stark is now single again. Her and that guy split up, haven't they?
Oh, why?
Just before we go, there's a series on BBC iPlayer. It's called World on Fire. It's about World War II. It's a BBC series. It's filmed in Wigan.
Is that really?
It's definitely worth a watch. It's
World
on Fire. It's
on Fire.
Yeah, it's a BBC thing. It's about war when they invaded Poland and stuff. Very good, but it's filmed around the corner from my house.
All right.
What do they do at break time? Have Wigan kebabs? No.
Probably, yeah.
They're going to sit around Luke's pond.
But it's definitely worth watching. I'm on second series. Yeah, it's good.
I'll have to watch.
So it's a dramatization then. It's not a documentary.
No, it's a joke. Yeah. It's not a documentary series about World War II. It's really good.
So that's your recommendation for watching for this week.
That's it then. I'll get my feet up and watch them.
Yeah. Definitely watch that. If you like Game of Thrones, definitely watch that 100%. He's good. It's worth a watch. Okay. But MGM, what they did was they showed 2 episodes. And then I went on, I'm like, why is the third one not on? Like a 2-week gap. And I'm like, why is it not on? And they'd stopped it basically because they give out on Amazon Prime, they give out a free trial of MGM, and it run out on the 13th.
Oh, so you couldn't watch it.
So you couldn't watch it. So they stopped it. They stopped it for 2 weeks before it run out. So get people on it and then stop showing it. And when the subscription had to renew on the 13th, they restarted it again. Fucking cheeky bastards.
So would I be able to watch it through Amazon Prime then?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not 100% sure. You get MGM on Amazon Prime, but apparently ITVX are getting it. Apparently, that's what I read. So I don't know if it's going to be on there or not. It's not on. Like I say, I get it on Dodgy Box, but
the only trouble with ITVX is the sort of software for the site's a bit iffy in it sometimes. Trying to find things is quite complicated.
Buy the Premiere.
Things off there.
Stuff that. I ain't paying that.
Well, you can't keep doing it, can you?
No. Right, so we will go around and say goodbyes. We will start with Mr. Hanky.
Goodbye, so long, farewell. Are we to say adieu? Who was that by? That was by Twisted last week, wasn't it? But I'm going to pass it on to JP.
Oh, you.
Mick, thanks for joining us.
You're more than welcome, mate.
The rest of the guys, I've been enjoying the shows. I like the idea of the clouds going on. That's brilliant. So people in chat, if you want to send your things you've seen, type of thing to one of us, we'll try and get them on the shows. And people in chat, you're all stars. And I'll pass it over to Mick.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see you for the second night on the trot. I'm not drunk tonight, but I may be later. Probably won't have enough time to get as drunk as I was last night, but we'll have a go. Thanks ever so much, everybody. Obviously, we're not on this week. We might not be on next week, but we'll see what's happening. And thank you very much. And pass it to the best-looking lad in the world, Benny. No, LPC. Luke.
Thank you. Yeah, great show. Thank you, Mick, for coming on. Always a pleasure. Love having you on. And hopefully I will see you at Expo as well.
You did say that earlier.
Yeah, we're not here.
Mickey, just for you, buddy.
Everyone in chat, it's been great seeing you all there. And yep, we'll see you next week. And I'll pass it on to Benny.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everybody joining in chat. It's been absolutely brilliant. Much appreciated for joining us week in, week out. Thank you very much to my fellow casters for coming on and putting up with us for an hour and a half. Thank you very much to Mickey Love for coming on and joining us. And it's been great as a guest. You know, you're always welcome. You know, you're always welcome, mate. Just turn up everywhere. Turn up on it.
All we hear is a. And he's here.
That's usually what I get on a Wednesday night. Just like, oh, Mick's here. So don't forget to check out the Late Night Vape Show on a Monday night when that's on at 9 o'clock. Obviously, things are going on at the moment. When it comes back around, do go join it. Do go out and check Craig and Kenny and Simon on Tuesday night at 9 o'clock.
Definitely do
on Simon 62 channel. Do check out all the rest of the shows that are on all the rest of the week. There's loads to go at now with plenty of people to watch. And then you'll get us back on Sunday. So we'll see you again next week. Good night.
Good night.
Yeah. Hasta la vista.
Baby.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Don't forget to look at this burger.